friends, how are you doing? If you're wondering why I look like a psychopath, I hurt my back today and I've been laying in bed all day watching war movies, playing Elden Ring, and editing videos. So that's been my day. Let's talk about three stocks that are very similar, very particular, probably going to have a really good year this year, and are already very expensive, one cheap, and that kind of run parallel with each other with what they do news-wise and everything. So let's dig into that. By the way, it's Super Bowl night, so I don't know who is even going to watch this video. So obviously, what's the fundamental things we know about this year? Trump is in charge, and Trump is putting $500 billion into AI. Okay, I keep talking about this as a broken record situation. Okay, so AI is going to make big money this year. It's gonna make stocks really big that are already big. Okay, now here's the fundamental situation with that. You got Oracle, you got Palantir, you got BigBear.ai. What is special about those three stocks? Well, one thing in particular, it's AI. They're all AI. They're all tech. Military situations, military deals, and Trump he has a relationship with all these companies, whether it's deep intermingling or the CEO, whatnot. So there's that, okay. And with that, and Oracle just like had this big thing with Trump. Like they just like the CEO of Oracle and Trump just had a meeting, pictures, everything, and that was where that $500 billion investment picture came from and all that. So if you've seen that going around the web, now with that. Okay, just quickly skim over BigBear here. I've talked about BigBear so much, I don't want to go too further deeper into it because I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk about it. But I do want to say this, that obviously what I said yesterday, bullet points, I think BigBear at this moment, it's done obviously really well this year so far. Two big deals, new CEO, CEO that has ties with Trump administration and is right there with military background, so he knows people in that. And two, there's something interesting that's happening here in the next 2 weeks. Elon with Doge is going to start going into government, the defense, and start looking at contracts and looking for wasteful money. So that's going to be very interesting what will come out of that. Now with that too will bring up more money to spend. So really what I'm trying to say here with BigBear, BigBear getting to $10 here soon, I don't think that's crazy. We're just cents away. That could happen tomorrow. It could happen this week. Who knows? But BigBear too obviously could just sell right back off to $4 to $5. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be like, oh my God. No, I would. I think that would be normal at this point. But one thing that isn't lingering right now is for BigBear to get one more third deal, big deal. Like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but BigBear is at this place mark right now where it's looking for one ginormous deal, where it's looking for like a $500 million government contract deal or just some big deal, okay? Government one would be really nice. So could that happen? Of course it could happen, okay? Of course. No one knew about these last two deals, okay? Like that wasn't in the game plan for 2025, just 45 days ago. So that is out there still lingering, okay? That's something more significant could happen here with BigBear, obviously, and that could drive up the price to well into $10, $15, and I believe we're on the verge. If BigBear were to get even say another $200 million deal at this point, that right there would call for BigBear to once again just probably run. It would clear $10 and probably go into like a $12 to $14 position just off hype, FOMO, and a run, just because like it would be like just doubling down on everything that's already happened. So with that, and I saw people comment this too, and I've talked about this so much. So here's the thing: is BigBear profitable right now? No. Is BigBear been doing good on quarterlies? No. And this has been my whole argument with BigBear and why I've called it my wild card of 2025. Now, obviously, when I first started talking about BigBear, I was talking about BigBear when it was $2. I started buying it around $2, and I was saying with every time I talked about it, like, listen, this is a risky play. It's a risky stock to buy into. If you got money to set on fire, it may be for you. If you like risk, you like taking chances, this might be one for you. Now, obviously, a lot of you took that trip with me, and we're in some very nice positions right now. Now, obviously, BigBear, it could be going into a situation where we're going to see sell-off. People are going to start taking profit. I'm not naive to that. Of course, people are going to take profit. You guys have already been commenting that. And if that's what you want to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here for these small little money grabs with Big Bear. What I'm looking for Big Bear is to continue the trajectory of where it is as a company financially, to where Big Bear starting here this Q1, Q2 of 2025 here, to where we do see these quarterlies start to show change from these contracts that have already come up here. And I have no doubt whatsoever that their new CEO is looking for more contracts. He's looking to make a difference because he knows, I know he knows, Kevin there, he knows that right now is the time to push with Trump pushing so much money in defense, so much money into AI. Big Bear already having 2 defense contracts, already having their name in the loop. Why wouldn't they get another contract at this point? Why couldn't they get one solid big one? We saw this happen with Palantir just 21 months ago when we started to see little tidbits of these deals start to show up with Palantir. Now, here's the situation as that too. Everyone wants to say, and I'm saying too, it's not like it's a bad thing, but Palantir and BigBear.ai here, Big Bear being the smaller brother to Palantir. Of course, yeah, it's a lot of same bread and butter of what they do with, their software. But I think, too, moving into Palantir and Oracle here, you have Oracle and you have Palantir. And why I put Dan Ives here is because Dan Ives has been talking about Oracle. He's been talking about Palantir. Dan Ives was talking about Oracle 3-4 years ago when it was, just a measly $11 stock. And then it just like deal. Like we just watched here for the past 2 years with Palantir, Oracle has already been ahead of the game doing that. And now Dan Ives has been saying for over a year now, he believes that Palantir is in the same trajectory, same road system as Oracle was in 2023 and 2024. So, if you look at what has happened here with Oracle just slowly running up, in Oracle last year, they didn't meet every quarterly. They were still making a ton of money, but they fell short just a couple of times here with their earnings. Palantir, they executed all of their earnings last year. I mean, they just killed the biggest year they've ever had. And from what it looks like, we're going to continue that into 2025 here. From what we can tell at this point, there's nothing to show that that's not going to happen. So with that, you have Oracle that is more than likely going to run with this Trump situation going on. And I believe a lot of hype is played. Hype will always push in its own price points. If something gets caught in hype, you can always add another 10 to 20% on top of what the stock price already is. There's no doubt that Big Bear is being affected by that too, because people are like, oh my God, I got to buy in. Oh my God, I sold it. I need to buy back in. Right now with Oracle and Palantir, could Oracle go to $300 here within the next year? Of course. Palantir go to $200? Of course. So you have Dan Ives here, who is a great track record in the market, and who's saying like, hey, Dan Ives is saying this, he believes that Palantir can be $1 trillion company here sooner than we think. And this is the thing, Palantir right now is so close to where it reports quarterlies to where it's not going to report these $500, $600, $700, $800 million quarterlies. It's going to report $1 billion quarterlies. And that, my friends, is where we really start talking about, okay, Palantir is moving into this whole new range of profitable, a stock valuation of where it's going to be here in the near future. And there's a lot here's one thing that you will notice in the market. Okay. And I do the same thing, but as something gets more expensive and the better something does, people get more scared. People go like, well, Palantir can't go anymore. It just can't run anymore. It can't get more expensive. It can't find any more deals. It can't go to $200. It can't go beyond that. There's been plenty of stocks, plenty of companies that have proven all of the bears, all the people that are scared out there wrong. Of course, there's going to be companies that have hiccups, just like Oracle, what I said with them. Oracle had some hiccups in 2024, but Oracle still ran up all of 2024 into almost a $200 range. It's actually cheap compared to where it was here in December. But Oracle more than likely is going to run hot here very soon because this whole thing with this $500 million investment, Oracle healthcare unit working on cancer, diagnose the situation, finding it before it attacks people. I'm not going to go into that. You can look that up. But that is what's coming with Oracle. Palantir pushing this defense. It's getting thicker and thicker in defense contracts and what it is as a company. And Palantir has come out and plainly said here, like, hey, we really don't even have like a sales force. We really haven't even pushed our sales. People have been coming to us. This is like, this isn't something that we haven't really even pushed. So that option is still out there for us to even find more deals that we haven't even found yet. So friends, like I said, I don't want to make this a long video because I know it's Super Bowl night and people don't want to listen to me yap here. I think right now, Big Bear buying it at a $4 to $6 range, if you're going to hold it for the rest of the year and be on this journey with Big Bear, it's, Big Bear looking for big numbers here. There's nothing to indicate that Big Bear is going to run to 20, 30, 40 bucks at the moment. The only thing that could push Big Bear to 20 bucks at this point, and I believe this is very possible from what we've seen in the market. Look at SoundHound, what happened to it the past 34 months. Could Big Bear run to 20 bucks? Of course Big Bear can run to 20 bucks. It could run off hype, it could run off FOMO. Of course, those things will always push something up. But Big Bear 2 is in the situation where one more deal, one more random, whether it's a defense deal or it's just some random deal out there, it's going to push Big Bear up past $10. It's a guaranteed solid play at that point. Absolutely. Palantir, people have been asking, like, do you think we should still buy Palantir? Listen, I'm still buying Palantir in one of my Roth RIAs, okay? In my Roth RIA. I'm still buying Palantir in that position. I have other positions with Palantir, but, I still think Palantir, there's no signs that Palantir is slowing down at this point, okay? So what you have happening with Palantir is already pricing in the next quarterly Q1 of 2025 here. It's already doing that. That's what Palantir's been doing all of 2024, and more than likely, that's what's going to keep happening here in 2025. So every time we get to a new quarterly, it's going to just keep going to like these crazy prices. Oracle is probably about to run hard here with what's coming down the road. So these are very, they're three individual companies, but very similar with what they do, who they work with, what they have deal-wise, and their trajectory of, the road of where they've been. 4-5 years ago, Oracle looked like Palantir 2 years ago. BigBear.ai, I was there for Palantir 21 months ago. BigBear.ai, I don't want to say it's the next Palantir, but there are very, very strong similarities of what was happening with Palantir back in the day is looking very similar to what is going on right now with BigBear.ai, okay? The only thing that Big Bear doesn't have right now is a crazy, optimistic, out there CEO who just like is constantly giving interviews and talking his head off and pumping up the company. Now, their new CEO, Kevin, would I love him to do that? Of course. I think that's so positive when a CEO comes out and just talks. I love Alex Karp. I'm not saying anything bad about Alex Karp. I'm very thankful that he's the CEO of Palantir. But I think this is going to be a great year with these stocks. I think Big Bear's already proven that. Palantir, it's a golden egg right there, man. And Oracle's expensive, but Oracle, I'm not shocked to see Oracle run to 200, 250 very soon here, and maybe this time next year we could even see Oracle at 300. There's so much coming down the pipeline with these stocks where here's the number one thing with these stocks, okay? It's the unknown. It's the unknown that should scare investors. It's the unknown. Will Big Bear get another contract here in February, March? It's the unknown. How many more contracts will Palantir get here this year? What is Oracle about to look like going into this administration with the Trump? We're going in with the Trump administration here. They're already, shaking hands, doing interviews, taking pictures with each other. I imagine it's going to get a lot thicker. Friends, these are stocks to watch out for. These are stocks to watch right now. So I wish all of you best of luck, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.